guys, it is Margaret, Texas Gal Treasures, and welcome to the Sunday, well, I used to just call it the Sunday Goal Show, but I am changing gears, and Sundays are now going to be focused on the 365-day challenge, but it also encompasses goals, so it's sort of the same, but we'll have a little bit more focus and direction for myself, and hopefully you too, because I'm hoping that you join in on this. Let's see, I wrote notes because, you know, I start talking and I'll go all over the place. So basically, I don't understand what I wrote first. It says info fast, and I'm not sure what I meant by that. It's not encouraging, but I'll just start and explain what this change is, basically. So I started, oh, now I know what that meant. Okay, whew. You just stall until you get there, Margaret, right? So basically, I decided a while back to maybe a week or so ago to take an information fast, which means like there's been so much negativity in the news. There's so much negativity in just the world that it was getting to me and stressing me out and weighing me down. So it started with me just taking in information fast. So in the morning when I was getting ready, I would always turn on NPR News and just listen to the news while I was getting ready. And oh my gosh, by the time I was done getting ready, I wasn't ready to start my day anymore. So I decided to stop that and to replace it with something else. I've always been a fan of TED Talks, and there's a TED Radio Hour. So I started listening to that, and then the TED also has a YouTube channel. So there are tons of TED Talks. There's an app. So I started listening to TED Talks. And I'm going to pause there and say hello because I am live, and I want to say hey to friends in the chat. So yes, hello Andrew. Yes, we are live. Hello Lydia. I've got my chat here on the side. Let me move me over a teensy bit. We are live. Hello, hello. Hello Michelle's World and Joni and Better Barbie and Kathleen and the Crazy Card. Okay, so going back to that, I started turning on my TED app. TED stands for Technology, Entertainment, and Design. And basically it's these little short, like anywhere from like, I think 6 to 12 minute snippets of condensed information about technology, entertainment, design, just, I mean, everything. And you can select, you know, different types that you're interested in, or you can say, pick one for me, blah, blah, blah. You know, or I'm in this mood today. Give me a talk about that. So I just started listening to TED Talks, and I came across one that was done by a lady named Candy Chang. So I'm going to screen share real fast. Let me see if I can switch it over. Wrong one. So this lady, her name is Candy Chang. Of course, it's about to switch over to a different one. So her TED Talk was about to switch, don't switch. Before I die, I want to. And I'm going to close that because it's going to start in just a second. So basically, I started watching her and listening to her and started realizing that my life wasn't where I thought it was going to be at this point. As many of you know, I started staying home about 4 years ago, and there have been amazing changes in my life, and then there have been changes in my life that I didn't anticipate, but I just was barreling forward and not paying attention to what was going on in my own life. And suddenly 4 years had passed, and was I where I wanted to be, you know? So that sort of spurred watching this TED Talk, and then I searched out some of her other talks that she had done. It spurred me on to think about, okay, I've been trying, you know, not just to lose weight, but to get healthy, to do this, to be more organized. I mean, all of these different things in my life that I really thought, oh, I'm going to be staying home. I'm going to have all this time to do this. But you just, you know, one day rolls into the next day, rolls into the next day, and then the next thing you know, 4 years has gone by, and you're not there. And when I posted something about this, and Maggie said something like, you know what? When she retired, she thought she was going to do this, that, and the other thing, and it's been 2 years, I think, and she hasn't done it yet. So it's like, if not now, when, right? So I said, okay, I know me. I am the queen of starting things and then getting overwhelmed and trying to figure things out because I've gotten overwhelmed. So I decided, okay, I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to give myself a year instead of saying, oh my gosh, I've got this merch. Okay, seriously, this is a moment of truth. I've got this merch talk that I'm going to be giving in Denver in October, and oh my gosh, nobody wants to see this big old bottom in front of them. Well, some people might, but I don't. I won't feel comfortable. So I was getting nervous, like I'm going to be talking in front of 60 people in this at this conference, and oh my goodness. So that was the way I used to try to, I've got this deadline. So now I'm like, you know what, forget that, out the door. It's more about me, and not just me, but also like what I can do in the lives of the people around me. So it's not just going to be like, oh, this is a big weight loss thing. It's going to be all encompassing. So anyway, I wrote a blog post about it, and my sister read it, and she was like, it's not super clear, Margaret. I don't quite get what you're going for here. So if I'm not clear, hopefully I'll get there, because this is new for me, and I just thought I would, talk about it. Anyway, so I talked about the information fast and input output. Basically, like if you're getting in for like all this negativity in, then what's going to be coming out? Negativity. You got to change that. And so basically, going back to that, like making change is really, really hard, and making huge changes in your life is really, really hard as well. Hang on, is it pausing? Let me know, guys. It's loading over here. So, oh dear. Yeah, it may be the stream. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's buffering. Sorry, y'all. Maybe it will work itself out. All right, I'm going to go ahead and keep going on. I'm going to hide the chat for just a second, and hopefully it will straighten itself out very soon. Hang on, let me scooch you over. Let me leave a little comment here. Sorry, guys. Hopefully it'll work out. Sorry, guys. Sorry, all. Okay. So anyway, making those kind of changes, and there have been moments in my life, and probably moments in everybody's life, if you've done any kind of growth, that you had to make big changes in your life. And there were times in my life where I had to just change everything, and so that's something that we'll be talking about more later. But this is something that I'm doing 365 days of small changes that will eventually roll into something bigger. So at the end of a year, my life will be hopefully improved, in the lives of the people around me. Let me check my buffering real fast. It looks like things have started. Oh dear. Okay. It's not going very well, but maybe it'll straighten itself out. Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm just going to keep going, because if I don't, then who knows? Okay. We'll just keep going with it. So basically, what I have done is I've started a little checklist like so, and I've created a cuter one that if you wanted to do it, we're going to, I'm going to post it later. So basically, each day I'm planning on making a small change, and that will continue for the next day and the next day and the next day until it builds on itself, basically. Because we all know it takes, like 2 weeks for something to become a habit. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I know they're saying in the chat that there's too much buffering and I have to watch later. I apologize. I don't know what's going on with the stream. Yeah. Okay, let me tell them in the... Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Yeah, the stream is really bad right now. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Good heavens. This is live, right? Okay, so basically what I'm doing, I started with a big one for me, because I know that eating wheaty stuff, and I put no breads, but that basically means like no pasta, no wheat, pastries and cookies and wheat-based stuff, because it really tears my stomach up. And even though I know it, like I'll stop eating it for a while, then I go back to eating it again because it's so delicious. So anyway, I'm going, and then from there, the next thing I wrote was 5 minutes walk daily. Now, somebody on Instagram, I shared this checklist, and they were like, 5 minutes not enough to walk a day, Margaret. What that means is that, okay, so some days I go and I walk 2 miles. Some days I go to the gym and I walk with my mom half a mile. So, some people are having trouble, so I'm trying to stay focused here. So yeah, so basically, it doesn't mean that I'm only walking 5 minutes a day. It means like there are days where I don't do anything. There might be 3 days a week where I'm really good and I go out. But this way, I'm forced to do something every single day. So frequently, if I get up to walk 5 minutes for the day, I'm going to walk more. I'm not going to just say, okay, 5 minutes done. So it's going to encourage me to build on that. And then next week, or when I get to that, I met that goal, I've walked 5 minutes or more every day, then I'm going to bump it up. So, and then next was taking my daily iron. Now, if you end up doing this, yours may be way different than mine because you may not be anemic. So what I'm doing may be different than what you do if you choose to join me. I hope you do. So daily iron, because I'm anemic really, really bad. So I have to do that. And then daily abs because I need to start getting strength training, and that's one area that, as according to my husband who works out a lot, is one area that you can work out every day and it's okay. So doing something and I didn't set it up where I'm going to do 3 sets of this and 3 sets of that. Just once I get going, once you start something, usually you can continue it a little bit easier. It's just that initial like push to start. So there may be days when I can do 10-20 minutes of strength training. There might be a day where I'm like, I'm just struggling to get in 1 set, 3 sets. So that is that. And then the one I decided for today was an apple a day. When I was teaching, that was my snack every day. I ate an apple. I had an apple every day. It was, I don't know, sort of stereotypical, apple for the teacher. But I did, I walked a lot more. I mean, if you're not aware, if you didn't know, before I started staying home, I taught for 14 years. And when I quit, I was kindergarten teacher. Before that, first grade teacher. So I worked my way down. Anyway, as a teacher, you're on your feet all the time. You're up, you're down, you're on the floor, you're all over the place, dancing around and singing and whatever. So, yeah. So that's the way it's going. And I'm not planning my whole year out because I want to take it day by day to keep it fresh, to see how I feel, to see what I need in the moment, where I am, what I need. And, yeah. So this morning I decided, okay, what's next? Well, I'm not getting enough fiber in my life. It's time for me to add that apple a day back in. So that's the way it's going to work for me, where every day it's something new. And again, it might not always have to do with my health. There's more things that I want to do for people around me, for my home, for my family, for everything. So if you decide to join in, I hope you do, that this is basically it. You just start. And again, I'll share I created a cutesy little one to put up if people wanted to use it. So, oh yeah, add some flax. We make smoothies around here. They're saying that it's better, thank goodness. We do smoothies. And so a lot of times we have flax that we put some flax into the smoothies that we make. So this is how the Sunday shows will start evolving. I'm going to be talking about the TED Talk during the week that really spoke to me, or it doesn't even have to be a TED Talk, like a podcast or a news article or something that is uplifting or motivating or empowering to better your life. You know what I mean? So that is something that I'll be talking about each week, and my progress. So, I was talking to Zahir and Rebecca were having their show the other day, and he was talking about how much weight he had put on, and I said, oh my gosh, absolutely, I'm right there with you. Since I started staying home from teaching, I've gained 40 pounds. I'm going to throw that right out there. I've gained 40 pounds. That's 10 pounds a year that I've just packed on every single year since I started staying home. So, and is that a trend, a pattern I want to continue? Well, if I don't make changes, that's the trend that's going to continue. So, can't happen. Because, anyway, just no. That's it. No. Okay, so that's what that is. I also put that on Instagram and on Facebook. If you're joining in, I have a hashtag that I've started, hashtag 365 or TGT365. Let me show you so you can see what it looks like. So here it is. hashtag TGT365, and I've already had a few people sharing and posting. So I had somebody share out the. Hang on, let me hide the chat so you can see what I'm talking about. Pop that up. Nope, that's the wrong arrow. There we go. Sharing out the TED Talk and some of the other things. So this way we can find each other and motivate each other to go forward. You might ask yourself, why? You're not eating breads right now, Margaret. Why? This is me being strong. Who's a strong girl? I made the boys cinnamon rolls for breakfast, but I did not partake. Oh, I forgot to add on what I did eat, so I need to go back and hashtag that because I made something different. Anyway, but again, it doesn't have to be all just health related. It just, for me at the moment, that's kind of where I'm going with part of it. So I'll be sharing the TED Talk or something motivating that I found under this hashtag. If you follow me here or on Facebook at Texas Gal Treasures, I'm going to share in both places so that we can, I don't know, help each other out. Or another thing also, if you find something, if you're like, oh, I really listened to this awesome podcast, or I read this super article that I think people that are doing this challenge would benefit from, hashtag it so we can find it and, you know, tag me and all that stuff so we can share. That way if other people don't share it, I can share it out too. So there's that. I also tagged 365 Days of Change. Lots of people do, I guess, that as well, because there's other people, I don't know who they are. So one of the big takeaways that I got from Cindy or Candy Chang's TED Talk was there's a great power in knowing that you're not alone. This wasn't exactly from her TED Talk. It was from another talk that she did where, I just pulled it out so you can't see it now. Great. Where she encouraged people to post their confessions, sort of. You know, she does these big walls, you know, before I die I want to, and they have to write out what they would want to do. It's all anonymous, you know, and then these confession things that she had people do totally anonymously, but there's just seeing that other people have stuff going on, just seeing that other people have problems and people are working through stuff is just really empowering, knowing that these people you see on TV, they've got, you know, problems like everybody else. The people, I don't know. I mean, I see myself as just like everybody else. So yeah, I mean, but I do. Everybody has problems, you know. Anyway, so there's that. So that's the big picture of what's going on. It'll get more focused as I do the next week's show. So I know it's 365 days, but so each week, each Sunday, I'll be talking about the progress of the week and what I've done during the week. And I would love to tell you my goals for what's coming up, but I'm really doing it day by day. I mean, I might have a general idea of what I want, which direction I want to go in, but that's where that is going. Okay, so this week, I've got some really big plans for YouTube this week. On Monday, I'm putting out my ride-along video, so that's just fun. Tuesday, I actually am going to be on twice Tuesday. Mo Fremont, who's actually one of my patrons, he and I are going to come on and talk about merch. And then right after that, I scheduled a talk with Steve Rakin, because if you follow Steve Rakin Profits, he has been making amazing changes in his life. And he and I don't want to say we have similar stories, but he came from working at a Cracker Barrel, sitting on the couch, you know, hanging out with his buddies, being overweight, blah, 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 you know, to making this huge change in his life where he's not working as a waiter anymore. He's, you know, this entrepreneur, and, you know, whether you like him or don't like him, you've got to admire the change that he's made in his life. And then at that time, I'll be sharing a little bit more about some of the changes I've made that you may not know about me, but I thought, you know, that's a good time to talk about it, because you may see me now, glamorous YouTube. No, but you may not realize some of the things that I've gone through and some of the huge changes I've had to make in my life. I'll give you a little snippet. I am a high school dropout. So whether or not that's a wowza for you or not, but there's change that had to happen, because you don't go from being a high school dropout to being an elementary school teacher like that. You know what I mean? There are reasons. There's power that has to happen, you know, force and motion and intentionality. Okay, I feel so preachy. But anyway, I know it's back to back with Mo, but it's Steve and he's super busy, so I had to grab him when I could and run with it. So yeah, he's actually the reason I got started on YouTube. He was doing some, I don't know, he was a couple years back, he was just sitting there talking, saying, everybody out there, you should start a YouTube channel. It's so cathartic, and just sharing your story. And you may not get 1 million subscribers, you may, but just getting. So I was like, hey, I wanna do that. And so he called me up and he gave me pep talks, and he, just was my cheerleader from day one. So yeah, I like him. Anyway, so he's gonna come talk to me about. We're gonna talk about change. So it's going to be exciting, I think. And then, what else was going on? I don't have my calendar. Anyway, there are some other things going on as well. I have a couple groups, International League of Thrifters, and we do shop reviews, which I think is really powerful. So if you're interested, go over and sign up for a shop review. It may take a few weeks, but we'll get to you. So each week we choose one, it goes up, and then the people in International League of Thrifters go through, look at your shop, and say, do this, don't do this, in a nice way. That's the #1 rule. You can be constructive without being nasty. Go in and help people out. So that is that. And I have a jewelry group, which many of you know about. Some of you that are here in the jewelry group, Jewelry Lovers and Sellers. And we have signups going on right now. I'm really excited about this, even though I don't need to buy anything else. But some of our members are really good at finding lots of jewelry online. Because like a lot of people say, oh, there's no jewelry jars in my area, but some of the members in our group are really good at looking at these eBay listings of lots of jewelry, buying them, getting them, and finding gold and silver and high quality costume jewelry to sell and making really good money off of it. So we're going to have some private shows in Jewelry Lovers and Sellers. So the signups are going on. I think we've got one going like every week for a month because we have a number of members. So it's going to be live in the group though. So it's for the private group. It is a paid group, $5 a month. So skip your $5 fill on and come join Jewelry Lovers and Sellers, or skip your latte one day and join for a month and come check us out. So super fun. We have a good time. Also, what else? I was gonna say. I don't know why I put Patreon on here. Maybe just to talk about it, but I was supposed to be about my YouTube stuff. But again, I've got a lot of people signing up with me to be patrons for me on Patreon. If you're a merch seller or creating shirts for merch by Amazon, that's something else to check out. So before we go, I got some friend mail that I want to share. And yes, oh, Lydia says I love the group. Oh, good, good, good. We have 21 viewers and 5 thumbs up and 1 thumbs down. Oh my gosh, did you guys see yesterday? This is funny. Y'all, trolls don't get to me. I think they're hilarious and silly and just ridiculous. So somebody yesterday was like, I was a haul video, like sharing my haul, and they're like, would you just stop talking and get to the point? It was something ridiculous like that. It was just stop talking about it and get to the point and show me what you got. Show me your haul. Like, what wasting my time. That's what they said. You're just wasting my time. Like, you're the one watching, first of all. But second of all, I was like, wasting your time is my middle name. Welcome to my channel. This is what I do. Waste people's time. Anyway, so that might be my time waster over there with their thumbs down. It's just silly. Anyway, so let me get to, I'm going to making sure I didn't forget anything. Let me show you my website real fast. My website's totally not ready, but my sister said I should just go ahead and start sharing it. So here's the challenge. I wrote a blog post about it, 365 Days of Change. I'm not the master of the website yet, so there's this, and I just kind of, it's almost like a journal entry, really, the way it reads. So this is just about why the change and what's coming and where you can find me. And so I'll be posting things like that there. I don't even have an email sign up on my website. So that's how inexperienced I am. Apparently you can get people to sign up by email. But if you're wanting to, definitely hashtag it. Yay, I've got friends that are interested in joining in. Yay. Okay. What was I doing now? Oh, friend mail. So I've gotten 2 bits of really awesome friend mail. Oh, you know I just keep shutting things down, and I'm clicking too many buttons at one time. Hang on. Let me open this back up because, okay. There. So I got some friend mail from Rose. I have part of it here. Part of it's in my other room because it was a lot of stuff. She sent some amazing Harry Potter games and puzzles because you guys know I love Harry Potter. She sent this cool tin with Harry Potter on it, and inside tons of costume jewelry and things like that in there. I'll have to go through more and show you what all she sent. So there's that. And then let me put this down over here. My room is a mess again, by the way. I don't know if you remember when I cleaned my room a while back. Well, it's a mess again. So I ended up putting it in baggies. So another big bag of costume jewelry for us to go through. And another big one. More costume jewelry and stuff to look through. And she also sent... I'm reaching. Hang on, I'm reaching. Okay, reaching. So we were talking about Bakelite. She sent these awesome Bakelite bangles for me, and this amazing book, which came in super handy. I don't know if you guys watched my interview with Sharon Pfeiffer, but we talked about different books. And so this is a book that she sent, all about collecting art plastic jewelry. And then she sent some goodies for my sister. There's a ton. She sent a ton of stuff. My love for Twilight. Everybody has their guilty pleasures. A lot of wrapping paper that I like to sell. And then, I know there's more. I'm not showing you everything, but she sent my sister a bunch of stuff. My sister has been making wind chimes out of like silverware and glass beads and stuff. So she sent a bunch of stuff to make wind chimes for my sister. And I think there was even a little necklace in there for her. Lots of fun stuff for my sister. If you guys don't follow my sister, she needs to get her website or her YouTube channel going, but she's on Instagram at GEM Beek, B-E-E-K. So you should follow her there. I'm going to pull it up. I want to show you because my sister, I'm going to say a minor curse word in just a second. My sister is a badass. Every time I think I get like how cool my sister is, I find she does something else and I'm like, girl, you're so awesome. So let me show you my sister. This was posted on her Instagram, if I can find the right clicky thing to click on. No, I can't. Where is it? I'm gonna keep clicking because apparently that's what you do, but it's not even on there. Okay, let me pull up another window. How about that? Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Wrong one. Okay, I've got to find that window so I can share it with you. Hang on, here it comes. It'll be worth it, I promise. It will be worth it. Cancel that. Okay, Chrome browser. That's the one I want. Just wait, you'll see. That's what I thought I had up. There? No, that's not it either. There? That's it. Okay, so I called my sister yesterday because my dad hurt his knee, and I was like trying to get a hold of her because he hurt his knee. And she's like, oh, I couldn't hear the phone. I was welding out in the thing. I was like, what? How did I not know you could weld? So, yep, this is a picture of my sister out welding some, what was she doing? She's making bee boxes or something, the bases for them. She's out there welding it. Because, of course, you do. So I was like, okay, you're awesome. You're amazing. I love you. So that's her. So go follow her. She's awesome. Yeah. I know. And I was like, girl, everybody loves you. You need to share more because people love you. She's amazing. Okay, and then we got some amazing mail from Nancy. Let me pull this up. I'm reaching again. Again, worth it. Okay, so Nancy, and this is what I was teasing. I was telling my dad, I think they're starting to like Elaine more than they like me. She gets more stuff than me. It's a good thing I'm not a jealous person. So I was like, okay, so this is amazing. Look what Nancy sent me. So this really cool Harry Potter bag. It looks handmade. I think it might be handmade. Yeah, look inside. It's this wristlet. so awesome. It looks like it's never, ever been used. And it kind of looks handmade, maybe not. And then she sent Elaine like this really cool bee bag full of goodies. Full of goodies. So stuff to make, some wire, and more wire for her wind chimes, and then this really cute little bee necklace in there, and then more beads and stuff for her craftiness. Glass beads is what she generally uses, but these are awesome. So she's gonna really enjoy this. So I've got to send off a care package to her because summertime is over and I can't drive out there like I want to all the time. So yeah, so thank you everybody who has been sending goodies for my sister and for myself. It's very thoughtful of you. And I think that's, I dropped my notes, but I think that's everything. Let me share with you guys my Facebook page so you kind of get an idea of what it looks like. So this is what the top of International League of Thrifters looks like. The picture that you'll find when you go join. And then again, I want to thank my patrons. If you are on merch or you're making shirts, come over and join me on Patreon because I am creating, you know, not podcasts, but like videos, and you can get coaching and designs and things like that, and it helps you and it helps me, so it's awesome. It works for both of us. Okay, so that is it. I know it's probably not, I don't know how long we've been going, but each Sunday we'll be talking about the challenge, and again, I hope you come and join in. Hashtag TGT365 to let me know where you are on your journey, and we can cheer each other on. I'm so excited. Yay. All right. Thanks everybody so much, and I will talk to you all later. Have an amazing, amazing day. Bye, guys. And again, I always forget how to stop this thing, and I curse Zahir for showing me how to do it, and then I don't know how to stop it. Okay. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. Thanks, guys. See you later. Bye.